Toyota has held the reliability crown for nearly 3 decades, 27 years of sitting at the top of every major dependability study, every consumer report, every long-term ownership survey. And in 2026, that crown just changed hands. A manufacturer nobody predicted is now sitting at the absolute peak of SUV reliability, with the highest dependability score ever recorded in Consumer Reports history. Today, we are going through 10 SUVs launching in 2026 that are completely redefining what it means to build a vehicle that lasts. Stay until the end because the #1 pick on this list will genuinely shock you, and it comes with a warranty so aggressive that rival manufacturers publicly complained about it. Let's get into it. Number 7. 2026 Lexus GX 550. Land Cruiser Bones, Lexus Brain. Most people buy a Lexus for the badge. Smart people buy the GX 550 because they know what's underneath it. The GX 550 is built on the same fundamental platform as the Toyota Land Cruiser, one of the most indestructible vehicles ever assembled. That body-on-frame foundation is the starting point. Then, Lexus takes a turbocharged 3.4-liter V6 producing 349 horsepower and drops it into a vehicle weighing 5,500 pounds. Here is the critical detail. That same engine is designed for truck applications, where it pulls over 12,000 pounds. In the GX 550, it is working at roughly half its designed capacity. An engine running well below its stress threshold does not wear out, it just keeps going. The four-wheel drive system uses mechanical locking differentials, not electronic clutch packs that burn out, not software-controlled systems that glitch, mechanical locks that have worked the same way for decades and will continue working the same way decades from now. Consumer Reports predicts a 5 out of 5 reliability rating. Average owner-reported issues in the first 5 years sit at 0.3 problems per vehicle, a number that is almost statistically impossible to beat. Projected ownership cost for major repairs over 10 years is $1,800. Resale value after 5 years holds at 72% of original purchase price. The GX 550 is not just a reliable SUV, it is a financial decision that pays you back. Number 6. 2026 Kia Telluride, the brand that stopped being a joke and started being a threat. There was a time when recommending a Kia in the same breath as a luxury brand would have ended a conversation. That time is over. The 2026 Telluride runs a naturally aspirated 3.8-liter V6, no turbocharger, no intercooler, no complex forced induction system waiting to fail at 90,000 miles, just a straightforward, proven engine producing 291 horsepower and running cooler, cleaner, and longer than anything with a turbo bolted onto it. Naturally aspirated engines have fewer components. Fewer components means fewer failures. That is not an opinion, that is engineering mathematics. But the real story with the Telluride is the warranty. 10 years or 100,000 miles on the powertrain. Kia does not offer that because their legal team thought it would sound good in a commercial. They offer it because they built a vehicle they are genuinely confident will not break. Compare that to BMW's 4-year, 50,000-mile coverage. That gap tells you everything about which manufacturer actually believes in what they built. Owner-reported problems run 48% below the segment average. Projected major repair costs over 10 years come in at $2,200. At $50,000 fully loaded, the Telluride is competing with vehicles priced $25,000 higher and winning the reliability argument convincingly. Number 5. 2026 Toyota 4Runner. 15 years later, still untouchable. The previous 4Runner ran for 15 years on the same fundamental platform. Toyota did not keep it around because they were lazy, they kept it around because it worked, and customers refused to stop buying it. The 2026 model brings a turbocharged 2.4-liter four-cylinder, producing 278 horsepower. Turbocharged engines on a 4Runner raised eyebrows, but this engine has already spent 5 years in the Tacoma, Tundra, and multiple Lexus models before arriving here. The reliability data on this powertrain already exists. It is strong. The hybrid Trail Hunter variant pushes 326 horsepower, combining that Turbo 4 with Toyota's 4th-generation hybrid system, the same technology that has carried Prius models past 300,000 miles without major failures. Body-on-frame construction remains. This is truck architecture. The frame sits on a separate frame, which means frame damage can be repaired rather than totaling the entire vehicle. It is heavier, it is less efficient, and it will outlast every unibody crossover in its price range without argument. Expected longevity exceeds 300,000 miles. 10-year repair projection is $2,200. 5-year resale holds at 68%, one of the strongest retention numbers in the entire SUV market. Number 4. 2026 Honda Pilot Trail Sport, the invisible overachiever. Honda does not make headlines. Honda makes vehicles that mechanics never see. The Pilot Trail Sport runs a 3.5-liter naturally aspirated V6 that has been in continuous production with minimal changes for over a decade. When an engine goes a decade without needing significant redesign, that is not stagnation, that is confirmation. The 10-speed automatic transmission was met with skepticism when announced because more speeds means more failure points. Honda's execution proved the skeptics wrong. 3 years of production data shows durability that matches or exceeds simpler gearboxes. The Trail Sport's off-road upgrades are mechanical, not electronic. Taller springs rather than air suspension, heavier-duty shocks rather than adaptive dampers. These are solutions that work the same at 10,000 miles as they do at 200,000 miles, because there is no software to corrupt and no sensor to fail. 3 rows, all of them fit actual adults, 113 cubic feet of cargo space with seats folded, class leading by a margin that embarrasses the competition. Owner problems run 35% below the class average. 10-year major repair projection is $2,500. The Pilot Trail Sport does everything adequately and nothing catastrophically. In the reliability world, that is the highest compliment. Number 3. 2026 Mazda CX-90 plug-in hybrid, the luxury disruptor nobody saw coming. Mazda built the CX-90 PHEV to answer a question nobody was asking loudly enough. Why do buyers have to choose between luxury, performance, and long-term reliability? The powertrain pairs a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder with an electric motor for a combined 323 horsepower. The hybrid architecture here is deliberately straightforward, a parallel system where the gas engine and electric motor operate independently or together rather than through a complex planetary gear arrangement. Simpler integration means fewer points of mechanical conflict, and fewer conflicts means fewer failures over time. The plug-in battery offers 26 miles of pure electric range, enough to cover the average daily commute without touching a drop of fuel. The 17.8 kilowatt-hour battery uses liquid cooling rather than air cooling, which keeps operating temperatures stable and dramatically slows degradation. Most owners report less than 10% battery capacity loss at 150,000 miles. The interior at $55,000 competes directly with vehicles priced $30,000 to $40,000 higher. Real maple wood, Napa leather, a Bose audio system that automotive journalists keep comparing to 6-figure vehicles. But beyond the materials, the construction quality is what holds up. Panel gaps are tight, nothing vibrates, nothing rattles, nothing feels like it will loosen over time because it won't. Early owner data shows problem rates 31% below the class average. 10-year repair projection sits at $3,200. Resale after 5 years holds at 62%. Number 2. 2026 Toyota Highlander Hybrid, the vehicle that makes financial advisors nod slowly. If you sat down with a financial advisor, described your SUV needs, and asked them to optimize purely for long-term cost of ownership, they would hand you the keys to the Highlander Hybrid. The powertrain produces 244 horsepower from a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder and electric motor combination, returning 36 miles per gallon combined. For context, that fuel economy figure beats most compact crossovers and matches many sedans coming from a 3-row SUV. That is a remarkable engineering achievement. The transmission is technically classified as a CVT, but operates nothing like a traditional belt-driven CVT. Toyota's system uses planetary gears and electric motors with no belts and no clutches to wear out. It is fundamentally more durable than what the CVT label suggests. The rear axle AWD uses an electric motor rather than a mechanical driveshaft, eliminating an entire category of components that traditionally require maintenance. Consumer Reports awarded the Highlander Hybrid a 5 out of 5 predicted reliability score. Owner-reported problems sit 73% below the segment average, a gap so large it barely seems real until you look at the raw data. The most common complaint from owners is that acceleration feels unhurried. That is not a mechanical problem. That is conservative engine calibration extending component life. 10-year repair projection is $1,600. 5-year resale holds at 67%. Number 1. 2026 Lexus TX500H, the highest reliability score ever recorded, full stop. Everything on this list has been building to this. The Lexus TX500H is a 3-row luxury hybrid SUV that Consumer Reports awarded a 5 out of 5 predicted reliability rating based on the most comprehensive owner data and engineering analysis they've conducted. That rating, combined with the platform's proven track record from the Lexus RX, gives the TX500H the highest predicted dependability score ever recorded for an SUV in Consumer Reports history. The powertrain combines a turbocharged 2.4-liter 4-cylinder with electric motors producing 366 horsepower total. This is not a new or experimental combination, it's the identical system already operating in the Lexus RX, where 2 years of real-world data has produced near zero reported failures. Toyota did not innovate recklessly here. They took what already worked and scaled it upward. The plug-in battery runs liquid cooling with advanced thermal management, maintaining optimal operating temperature in both extreme heat and extreme cold. Toyota's hybrid batteries typically show less than 10% degradation at 200,000 miles. The 6-speed conventional automatic transmission was chosen specifically over a CVT. Lexus engineers made a deliberate decision to sacrifice marginal efficiency gains in favor of proven, decades-tested durability. But the engineering story is only part of why the TX500H sits at number 1. Lexus tests every single component through 100,000 operational cycles before it's approved for production. Door handles open and close 100,000 times. Seat adjustment mechanisms cycle through every position 100,000 times. Climate controls are activated and deactivated 100,000 times. By the time a TX500H reaches a customer's driveway, every moving part has already lived a significant portion of its useful life in a laboratory. What arrives is not untested. What arrives is validated. The warranty structure reflects that confidence directly. 4 years and 50,000 miles comprehensive, 6 years and 70,000 miles powertrain, 8 years and 100,000 miles on all hybrid components, 2 years of complimentary maintenance included. Lexus is not offering this because the legal department got creative. They're offering it because the engineering data tells them they can afford to. The financial argument closes the case. The TX500H starts at $68,000. After 5 years, Lexus SUVs retain 71% of purchase value, $48,280 in resale. A BMW X7 starts at $85,000 and retains 49%, $41,650 back. The cheaper vehicle loses $43,000 in 5 years. The Lexus loses under $20,000. More expensive to purchase, dramatically cheaper to own. Projected longevity exceeds 350,000 miles. 10-year major repair projection is $1,200, the lowest figure on this entire list by a meaningful margin. This is not the fastest SUV of 2026. It is not the most visually dramatic. It is not the vehicle that will generate the most attention in a parking lot. It is the vehicle that will still be running smoothly when everything else on this list has been retired. And that is the only metric that actually matters when you're making a purchase you'll live with for a decade. 10 SUVs, one common thread across all of them. The brands that build the most reliable SUVs right now are the ones that choose proven over flashy, tested over innovative, and long-term durability over short-term impressiveness. The brands producing the least reliable SUVs right now are doing the opposite. First-year platforms, untested technology, complex systems engineered to impress in a test drive and fail quietly after the warranty expires. Buy the exciting SUV and spend $8,000 in repairs while watching it lose 60% of its value in 5 years, or buy the dependable one, spend $1,500 in maintenance, and recover 70% of your investment when you eventually sell it. One of those is a financial decision. The other one is an expensive lesson. Subscribe, share this with someone standing in a dealership right now making a choice they might regret, and drop in the comments, which one of these are you going with?